So the other big question that I see out there often is, do I need a website? Do I need a blog? Do I need anything to sell tickets? The reality is all you really need is a payment link. You know, even if you're not using a ticketing platform, all you really need is a payment link where people can pay you for their ticket, right? But let's say you want to use a ticketing platform where you have some content, i.e. a description of the event, who's going to be there, what it's for, who it's for. Now, I always recommend things like Facebook, LinkedIn, and specifically Eventbrite. They're free. So if you don't have a website or a blog or a home on the internet, use those existing free platforms to communicate what the event is about, why you're doing it, who it's for. So stay very simple. And what I always recommend is, if you produce one good piece of content on this event, you don't have to keep rewriting. All you do is recycle and repurpose the one piece of good content. If you write a good 3 paragraphs, for example, that say what needs to be said, you can strip down that piece into different posts to use on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, in emails, on WhatsApp, in texts. One good piece of content can stretch very, very far. So I always say you can house a great blog piece, make sure everything that needs to be in it, and that doesn't need to be long, on your Eventbrite ad, on the link where people can purchase tickets easily. Because what that does is it provides a little bit more trust, a little bit more social proof that, okay, I can invest in this. It's very rare, and there are very few people who can just put out, a short post and say, hey guys, I'm running an event for £50, £1,000, £500, and get automatic sales. There are people who can do that, but often you may not have realized that because they have been producing content in various different forms on different platforms, building audience and community, they have built up that collateral, they've built up that platform that they can now leverage, where they are trusted, or at the very least known, and they therefore can sell, okay, in that manner. But if you're starting from scratch, okay, if you don't have maybe some of those pillars already laid out and built up, then what you need to do is have one good piece of content, okay, that you can strip down into parts and that you can use on different platforms consistently and talk about your event. You could, if you've got Instagram, for example, or Facebook, or any platform, you could go live. You could create a video talking about why you're doing your event. Why is it important people come? What will they get from it? So you do not necessarily need to have a website, blog, or any other kind of home yet on the internet to be able to sell tickets to your event. But what you do need is to provide enough reassurance, okay, and enough social proof and value in whatever communication form you choose on whatever platform. You need to do that consistently to get people over that hump and hurdle to be able to make a sale. Okay, and obviously, depending on how many tickets you've got available for your event, you want to sell all of those tickets. So bear that in mind. No, you don't need to have a website or an existing blog. Leverage and use the existing free platforms, okay, that are much easier to start, much quicker to get the ball rolling with, and make sure that the content that you choose in whatever form is all inclusive, in that it gives the potential attendee, guest, delegate, enough information, okay? And the great thing never to underestimate about, producing a little bit of content is that because people will look for you in other places. They might come across you on Eventbrite, for example, or Facebook, but they'll check other places. They might Google you. They'll see, when was the last time maybe you posted on Instagram, if you have one. People tend to look for signs that reassure them that you are a trusted provider and that therefore they can invest in you. So the short answer is no. Get the ball rolling, use the resources that you have available in line with the time that you've got. But if you give yourself enough time and you follow the steps that we've briefly outlined in this video series, you can sell out. You can make sure that your event is absolutely sold out.